Hey guys, this is the second video of how to survive urban informatics and modeling, and so we're going to be using Dream Studio to create AI renders. So this is something else that we as a group explored. So the first one is to open Dream Studio itself. So you're just going to search Dream Studio AI generator, and it's made by stability.ai. So you can see here some of the images that I've done beforehand, but what we're going to do now is actually create our own. So we're going to select a viewport in Rhino, and why we do that is it's the file that we used earlier. So maybe let's have a view from this balcony area. So zoom in here, just the camera around, and marry it up nicely. And so to select this viewport, I want to turn off these black boxes quickly. Perfect. We're going to now need to go to save view, go to the car with a little save icon and left click, save view by name, and we can just name it render. And now we want to add a new viewport, so click this plus button, new layout. This was explained in my other video. We're going to keep it at these heights because it's similar to the one that we use in Veras, just in case you need to. We might name this one render. So we can see here, it's render. So to create this viewport, you want to drag out these corners, so it takes up all the space, and you're just going to left click into here to make sure it says top, because that's a view we're at, and we want now that to say render. So set view, render, and so this is the view we just got. So you want to change it to shaded, maybe, actually more importantly rendered, because we got those trees. And I'd say that we want to maybe see more of this building, so we can click in here, change this little viewport, and then we can update it if we want to save. Type render, and it'll update this viewport. And also what we can do is now lock this. So click out of it, lock, to make sure we can't move in and around it. So now what we can do, I'd get as closely zoomed as possible to get the best quality. Perfect. And then go to snipping tool, and highlight this area. So this is what we're going to start off with. So now that we've got the viewport, we've got to add an image, and this is how we're going to get that image. So we go to snipping tool, we save this, we're just going to snap it to our desktop as capture, and now we're able to go to Dream Studio. Let's just see what this random prompt is. Radiant Nebula Abstract Space Art Celestial, so something in space. I think I'll do a good job of this. I think it does quite well. Yeah, so that's AI generated. Looks pretty crazy. So we're not going to be using that though. So we're going to upload an image, which is going to be this one, and we can change the image strength. So I'd say start off, you want to start off a bit lower, but also maybe a bit over 55 and below 85%. So do 72, and we have these steps here. So now this is we can add a prompt, and then we can start doing variations. So I've actually got a prompt from before. So copy this, paste this in here. We don't want cars, and we can also maybe take out some stuff that we don't want. So I don't think we need. Oh, we might want some people eating some lunch. So we click Dream. See how we're going for time. 4 minutes. So now we've got to play around with these variations. So we've got to pick an image that we like. So far this is pretty nice actually. To open the bottom bit up. The apartments are starting to form. It's got some trees. Maybe change the generation steps to 150, and that's the max it goes. So it generates more steps. I actually like what they put that beam there, but it also goes behind. As you can see, starts changing around, and we might maybe make it closer to image and further away, just to see. So we know that this one's going to be around 90, and this one's 46. So this one will be a bit more creative. This one will be closer to the prompt and closer to the image, and there is a prompt strength. So I think this looks quite clean. And yeah, of course the image where this one is taken a very weird twist and hasn't picked up that there's a ground here. It doesn't really know what's happening. So we'll turn this back up. And some different stuff. Residential suburb setting, to Melbourne 2023. Stick rendering, maybe from in hand. We'll put this now to photographic. And you definitely found that we don't want this, we want something more like this. Just get two gone at once. There you go, looks quite nice. Alright, this looks quite nice too. I think this has definitely picked up the form that we want at 80%. And just to get this moving, we've got this brick pattern, the people, and the trees. I think this is quite nice. So now we're going to use variations, and what this will do is it'll actually place it in here. So go to 100%, you can see these are the same renders. And this is, we're going to, compound these renders. I'd say when we get to the final, we want to keep it higher, but we can still play around with this slider. And again, it looks even better already. You can see from this variation to this variation. So I'd actually want to, I did click another one from this, but let's variate this one again. So this is going to be two variations worth coming in this most recent picture. There's a car there, we actually don't want the car, so it's a little blue bush. Alright, so they've actually added in more detail in the apartments, they've opened this space up more, and I might turn this down a bit and turn it back up. Just get some two different trials, and I definitely say when you start finalising renders you can start pumping out maybe 2 to 4 at once. You don't need 10. You start picking what you like, so we'll see which one we liked more, if we like the whole or the higher or the lower. Don't really like how it's opened up that bottom bit, or this one here, so let's keep going. But I do like how they've got the trees in this corner compared to this one, so maybe we will use this actually. So we have variations. Let's turn this to 70 and to 96, and we'll get more and more detail into these renders. And if it's photographic, we might actually start seeing some photographic styles now. Yeah, you can see these people. This actually looks like somewhat of a person. Not sure what it's doing here. Alright, we keep doing variations. Maybe add some more prompts in and just finalize. So we'll go 4 at 80%. If you like this variation, there's people up here which I don't hate. They've gone, so this one's taking pot plants. Variations. But it will cost you 10 of their credits rather than 2.5, so you got to be able to keep that in mind. Alright, so probably just do one more of these as our final, and I think I like this one the most. Oh, I do like that building design, so I'll do this one. And whichever one we like more, we'll download. So, as a final render, I think these turned out alright. What we're going to do, we're going to click this image, download, make sure we upscale it 2 times. And what the variations will do, save this and open it, is add more depth and shadows into the roads and the people. So if you scroll down a bit further, you can see that there's not really any shadows following. settings to compare. The difference after you change the variation to detail increases.